Yeah. Alright, finally finds a basic. Josh taking both cards. Alright, and it looks like they're starting. Josh going first and top decks Battle VIP pass.
Oh my goodness.
It's just not fair sometimes.
Finds a Friggy backs as well, so it looks like we are playing that super sick cat Chien Pow.
And a Greninja already in hand, I believe.
Oh, Josh is loving this hand. Chris is like, of course, the one time I get put on stream, I have to open Squawkabilly. Squawkabilly, you don't like to see him in the active, really. He doesn't like that spot.
It's great when you're already going to use Squawkabilly, but there's times, that his hand is a Pokegear, a Switch Cart, 3 energies, and a boss. So it may be best that Squawkabilly is the Pokemon that he opened.
How do I spell that? Who that is? Okay. That's a cool message from the desk. I can't read that out loud, though.
Can I read it at least?
Yes, you can read it.
I can't read it out loud, but...
You can read it, bro. Read that funniness.
That's...
Oh,
Alright,
man.
so Earth Vessel top deck for Chris. Discarding a dark... He already has a ton of dark energies in hand. Maybe... I know Pokegear is an option, but is there anything that you would want to Pokegear first? You may want to keep some of the dark energies in deck. I guess there's a lot of dark patches in deck already, so maybe these are just the dark patch targets.
You know what's crazy? I know exactly what Chris is saying right now. Because he has all 4 of these darks in his hand. Yep. He's going to Squawk and Seize. He's like, it's fine. I'm just going to draw a Roaring Moon, a supporter, a Battle VIP pass, and then a bunch of dark patches. It's fine.
Who needs VIP when you just draw all basics? I think that's going to be a clean restart for 6.
Oh,
or for 3, not 6. I wish it was 6. So, Battle VIP and Mew can hit the board. That means...
Chris, chill out, dude. Yeah, he's going crazy right now.
Now, if Luminion's in the deck, Ultra Ball for Luminion for research could always be an option, but restart for 1 sees you another card. Is that a Dark Patch? No. Or a Cross Switcher.
A piece across. Here is the Ultra Ball, and who's next? Like,
gotta be Luminion. Haven't had a deck search or played the Vessel, so should know if Luminion is in deck, which it is. Professor Seda, another new card from the Paradox Rift set, is hitting the board at the moment.
Oh,
flows super well with this Roaring Moon deck.
That's not what I wanted to do. Professor Seda's Vitality, that card?
Yes. No cards in hand, already restarted. So here's the Seda. Draw 3 off of Seda. Trekking Shoes, Cross Switcher, Pokestop. Chris can keep going. And what's the Pokestop? It's a Earthen Vessel.
Finds an Earthen. No, that was off of Trekking Shoes.
And what's cool is still having an attach from Vessel. Dark Patch. Draw 3.
Chris.
Draw 3?
Relax.
Must be nice.
Yeah, Josh is like, dude, come on. You opened Squawk, bro. I thought this was mine.
Now, an attack is not happening this turn. Well, Greninja hasn't been used yet. Conceal cards. Definitely an option for Chris here.
Bro, Chris is trying to farm a reel right now. That's what he's doing.
If he pulls off an attack this turn, that's crazy.
We haven't ninja'd.
No.
Stop a ninja'd. Yeah.
And Dark Patch in hand and attachment. You're missing the other Cross Switcher. Or rope. Let's see, does Chris rock the rope? Rocks double switch card.
He okay, so the Greninja ability grabbed him a Cross Switcher and another Pokestop just now.
That's an attack. Taking the knockout. Now it's just, what do you want to knock out if you're Chris? Do you want to knock out one of the Frigabacks? Do you want to go after Barbarrel? Ninja? I think argument can be made that Bidoof is the target here. And can use the second attack on Roaring Moon to just discard the state. And there's the Cross Switchers on the Bidoof. Now there's 3 Cross Switchers down, so Cross Switchers are no longer a viable gusting option, and only 1 boss's orders. And a Pal Pad. So maximum 2 more gusting left for Chris in this game.
And Chris taking the first blood of this game, going down to 5 prizes, obliterating that poor little Bidoof.
Josh was like, wow, how did that hand turn out that way? You had no cards in hand at one point.
If you discard a stadium and play this attack, does... Okay, so it looks like we just went for the Calamity Storm because no reason to use Frenzy Gouging.
And did not need to discard the stadium. because it was already doing enough damage.
Yeah, that little Bidoof was getting sent back to the Pokemon Center.
So Candy Baxcalibur has hit the board now for Josh. It's the question of no Barrel on the board. How are you going to draw the cards? Great way to do that. If you can attach a treat and use that Shivery Chill ability, then conceal cards.
And right here we see the first Chien Pao hitting the board, and then activating that Greninja? Iron Bundle.
Iron Bundle. Oh, so I saw Azul use this on stream, was the Iron Bundle, but he used it to discard it from the field to make his opponent switch. It's crazy. I pulled that card out of my bulk for a reason. Let's go.
And I want to put that on screen chat because I haven't seen that guy yet.
Another new card from Paradox Rift, dude. That set's just killing it.
Yeah,
and helping
chat.
out the format.
If you guys haven't yet, go buy your stuff from this set because it looks like this set is quite good. Hyper Blower. What a name. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch out your Pokemon, your opponent's active Pokemon to the bench. What?
Yeah, so you remember Fiona where you had to put it on the bottom of the deck? Now you just go, all right, I'll bench this. All right, discard switch. And then just, it's off the field. You get it for free. And the attack isn't horrendous by any means.
Chat, I want to play Pokemon again. Someone
you.
buy me a deck. Yeah.
You can borrow. I have everything besides Roaring Moon. I don't want to play Roaring Moon.
Dude, Roaring Moon, like, it just seems like the Oingo Boingo deck. But it's like sick.
Using the correct energies, the Diamond Pearl base energies.
Do it play again? I guess I have to. 4 of you just said I need to. Josh. We are bringing back Buzz. Bro, don't play with my heart. Jeez, Chien Pao in the active. Did we see a Baxcalibur come into play? Anything like that?
Baxcalibur started at the beginning of the turn. He needs 4 energies, has 2 in hand. Is retrieval for 2 about to happen? That doesn't feel great, but it's definitely an option. Think playing it over. They're Ultra Ball, so Superior will be for a full effect at that point. Got to get down another doof. It's crazy they printed a Bidoof with a bench berry on itself.
It needed it. Everyone kept sniping the poor man.
At 10 more HP.
Yeah.
Alright, Pokestop. Draw 2. And those are just easy targets for Superior at this point. And Josh is going to return with a 2-prize knockout and take advantage of this prize race.
And Josh losing that Chien Pao isn't a problem either because he is packing 2 Super Rods in this list here too. And just like Mike was saying, here is that superior energy retrieval. Going to Baxcalibur them all onto the Chien Pao and then just discard them, sending that Roaring Moon to the discard pile. Chris thinking about his next Pokemon Center trip right now.
Now, what's also key to note is that Chris did not have the Ancient Booster Energy Capsule attached to the Roaring Moon to give it more HP. I don't know if Josh would have been able to knock it out at that point.
I don't think so. Yeah, that would have been, he would have needed at least, what, he needed another energy.
He has 1 energy in hand, but I didn't see if it was off the prize already in hand. So, the thing with Roaring Moon is you have to continuously set up attackers with Dark Patch, with attachments, with Seda. And if Chris can set up 2 more attackers, he needs a turn to where Josh does not take a 2-prize knockout to be able to win this game.
Ooh, and Chris only took 1 off of that Earthen Vessel, so that's some news right there, chat. That is some primetime news, yeah.
Took a lot of them early.
Pokegear, what are we hoping for here?
Seda, 100% Seda. There's Seda.
And it looks like Chris just wants to keep slamming this card every turn.
Seda's just spamming that deck at this point.
Choose up to 2 of your ancient Pokemon and attach a basic energy from your discard pile to each of them. If you attach an energy in this way, draw 3. That is actually cracked, broken, silly.
So what's unfortunate right now is that Seda's only going to 1 Roaring Moon. Oh, and the next card was the other Roaring Moon. So missing out on an energy on the board from that Seda. Trekking Shoes is an option. That Cross Switch is a dead card at this point because 3 are in the discard. There's no way that it can happen again. And there's a Seda for the next turn.
Here's a stop.
Oh, there goes. All right, it could be a lot worse for Chris. I believe already has a Dark Patch in hand. No, that's a Dark Energy.
Yeah. So
it can attach though and still pick up this knockout.
I mean, he can still just build another one of these, right? Because he's only used 1 Dark Patch.
Yes. So now it's the reliant on hitting Dark Patch. But because the prize race is currently at 4-3 and on Josh's turn, Chris's deck is almost all exclusively 2-prize attackers. if Josh can get a 2-prize knockout right here, Super Rod and a Chien Pao can win the prize trade, because Chris can go down to 1 prize, and then it would go back to Josh's turn at 2 prizes, and that would be Josh's opportunity to win the game. So Chris is hoping on a whiff on Josh's point at some point to get back in the lead of the prize trade. But Barrel hits the board as well. Industrious Incisors is such a good ability.
Yeah, Chad, for those of you out there that don't remember, Octillery from the Breakthrough expansion all the way back then, we got the same ability now, but except it's on a little bee barrel.
Alright, oh, there goes the second POW getting milled. Super Rod has to come down now and get both POWs, which actually may not be the end of the world. I want to say there's only 2 POW on the list. Yeah,
so there's that
there's
immediately.
3 POW.
Yeah.
And
All 3 of them were in the yard. Yeah,
2 already in the discard at that point. So the bundle, interesting choice. Oh, I guess if Chris would try to go in with a 1 prizer, Iron Bundle allows as a switching effect as well.
And what kind of 1 prizers besides Radiant Greninja is Chris packing right now? Or is that it?
1 more Pekko from the new set. So it can do 70 damage and move the 2 dark energies attached to it to one of your Pokemon. That could set up a Roaring Moon in theory, but it's not going to knock out a Chien Pao. You would have to gust the Manaphy to knock it out, or the Frigibax, and that'd be Chris's last boss's orders he'd have to find, and would need double patch attached. A lot of cards needed.
Is that the best prop paladin in the chat right now? Diomedes? What's up, dog?
Is it the best?
He is the best. He's the best, dude. 99's all over the place. This guy's crazy. Just like Josh hitting this crazy draw 3 off of the beeper roll right now.
Has the attach retreat or has the concealed. I think Josh is worried about energies in the deck. He's reaching over.
There's no energies. Oh, they're off to the side. Are they? Okay. That looks like a thick stack of at least 6 energies. So I think all of Chris's energies are in play technically, and the rest of them are in the prize cards. So here comes Radiant Greninja being activated. Going to draw 2 off of that. We see
cards. I don't know if Josh found a way to switch to be able to use that Shivery Chill ability. If that's the case, that Manaphy's going to stay active, and Chris is going to go ahead back in the prize race.
Yeah, I think right now, though, Josh is just staring at a whole pot of beans in his hand right there.
I know that he has a lot of energy in his discard, and he only plays a total of 9 energies.
So here's a Superior. We're going to get 4 waters back.
Okay, that's good. That means can still play the game.
So while we attach 1 to the Manaphy for retreat.
And as long as 1 more is in deck, Shivery Chill and Super Cold can pick up a knockout on the Roaring Moon, which is huge. 1 needs to be left, though. There has to be 1 left in deck.
And Chad, if you're wondering how Josh is able to just slam all these energies down in 1 turn, Baxcalibur has the same exact ability as Blastoise did back in the day with that Deluge. So
gonna go in with Greninja. Must have been short on the. Must know that there's not another energy left in the deck. Hitting, it looks like.
So 90 on the Mew and 90 on the Squawk.
Sets up to where Josh would have to Moonlight Shuriken 1 more time to win the game. Is Chris rocking the no Professor Toro and no Collapsed Stadium and no Lost City? So that means if Josh has his other Super Rod available to him, we could see a Moonlight Shuriken for 4 prizes for a game on the next turn. But Chris doing everything he can to prevent that.
Thin those bricks out of the hand too. Find ourselves another Pokemon.
Triple Patch still in deck, or at least 2. I think that's the 3rd one.
No, yeah.
So 3 Dark Patch still left in deck. Pokestops in play. Chris has a high chance of hitting 1. Thinning out the Roaring Moon. Chris's deck is super thin.
So that's the 3rd Roaring Moon coming out. It will just go to the hand. Bench is obviously full right now. Do we have anything else to filter the hand with? Nothing else to filter our hand with. I mean, we're going to see a Pokestop here. 1.
That's more Pekko.
2.
Palpad.
3.
So there's that capsule to give it more. Oh, well. Tools are no longer items. So the capsule got milled.
That is so true, chat. So at the start of the Scarlet and Violet block, we did change tool cards from being items into their own separate category. of a card. So Pokestop specifies that you could take 3 items off of, or up to 3 items off of it for the 3 cards that you mill. But now that capsule isn't an item; it's just a tool, chat. So Chris doesn't get to take advantage of that card. It will just hit the discard pile along with that Morpeko. So the Morpeko strategy, where we could have just swung in and set up another Roaring Moon with it, that is out the door. Is Chris rocking any super rods for us though?
No. Not
a single rod, no recursion.
I will say Chris is now going to check his discard pile, probably looking at the super rod count and seeing that there is only 1 super rod, knowing that if Chris takes a knockout, the way that Josh wins is Moonlight Shuriken. But if he does not take a knockout that way, Chris would have Boss's Orders that he just shuffled back in. Got to dig for it for game. Seda this turn to potentially draw some more cards. Let's see. Josh is only rocking the 1 Iona, which we have not seen yet.
So here's Chris's draw 3 patch.
Dark patch, boss. So with the dark patch and the boss, Josh has to either hand disrupt Chris or win the game on his next turn, or else Chris has he has switch card to heal. I'm not sure if I'm... okay, so switching into the freshman. But here's the thing now with the freshman. If Josh takes a knockout with Chen Pao and is able to Iono, if this Roaring Moon gets knocked out, I'm not sure that Chris has enough resources. Thinking about it, he just used 1 patch, he has 2 left, he has no more dark energies. He'd have to have another Seda, which I believe was also palpated back in. No Brute Bonnet in this list. Just rocking the straight turbo, go fast, Roaring Moon deck.
The wannabe Darkrai deck. Darkrai with restrictions.
So
here comes Nest playing the correct artwork too. Good stuff.
I've actually become a fan of the silver borders.
But dude, the nostalgia, the yellow borders, the one thing that got us made fun of by literally every other card game.
The silver counter catcher kind of goes hard though. So
no, I agree.
I like playing the silver nest ball with the counter catcher. Checking the discard. There's 1 Seda. Knows that 1 just got shuffled back in. There's 3 Sedas in the discard. Josh understands that the 1 boss and 1 Seda shuffled back in. There's a high probability. I wonder if Josh has the opportunity to... So Josh is playing 1 counter catcher, no cross switchers. So I'm not sure there's a way to find it. Oh, well, there's Babero no matter what. Alright, Iron Bundle ability. Counter catcher stall actually could be a viable option right now. If Josh counter catchers anything up, I think Chris is out of energies.
Yeah, you won't be. And I mean, what about switching cards though? So
I think he's already down 2 cards. I think we see 1 at the top of the discard. I see a cross switcher in hand, and I see a Seda. We know 3 cross switcher. Oh, Chris, you gonna flash that over the camera? No. Okay. I guess it really depends on if switch cart is available.
I think he's burned both of them already. No more cooldowns for Chris, guys. No more CDs. Just doing raw damage here. Raw DPS. Get in there, Mew. Do it. Alright, so Iron Bundle did resolve. Now we're going to get some cards off of Bibarel.
Irida. Okay. So, Irida plus Super Rod?
Josh, you're going a little too crazy for me right now, bro.
I wonder... I'm almost certain that all the energies are there. He's going to check the energies. There's, 5 in there? Yeah, there's 5 in the discard, 5 on the board. Chris only plays 10. If there's double cart, I didn't see the double cart. Oh, come on, Josh. I think this is the play you got to send at this point.
What do we... I mean, they all have 1 retreat besides the Roaring Moons, yeah.
Well, it'd have to be switch card. There's double cart in the discard.
Yeah.
If Josh can Irida for counter catcher and gust up quite literally anything besides the Roaring Moons, the game's over.
Does Josh just say draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass, draw? Oh, no, and Chris...
Chris sees it, and Chris... trying to not give it away, but I think you could tell that he notices that losing that cross switch early may come back. But I think he had to because it was with the original squawk ability.
So let's see how Josh decides to play the rest of this turn out. Counter catching up something at literally anything that's not a Roaring Moon.
Yes, because Mew's already active. Oh, there's the Ninja. And
pass. Yeah, let's see. Draw.
There's
Catch can't go to the active.
No, there's no Super Rod. There's no way to shuffle back in. I think that might be checkmate for Chris. 9.5 minutes left. There's no way this game can go to time +3. Chris look, his whole deck's in his discard pile or on the board. That's what that deck is supposed to do, though. It did what it was supposed to do. Got the turn 1 attack, had the gust, everything. But maybe one energy earlier could have been kept in deck, but that changes all the probability of drawing everything.
Makes you wonder, maybe we gotta shove in one E-Retrieval into the deck. Not even Superior, just a regular...
E-Retrieval, Clara...
Draw.
Super Odd.
I think you just say pass, Josh. Yep. This is what it's gonna turn into now. Just draw, pass, draw, pass, draw, pass. There's all... Oh, boy. Man, that feels so bad to look at, dude. He has all the gas in his hand, but literally no way to get the guy out.
There's no way to get out of the active.
Pass, yeah.
Josh was also a control lover, similar to me at some time. So I see that just draw, don't even need to look at it, pass.
There is...
and Chris is going to flip over.
Oh, he's going to look at the rest of his deck and see if he has any chance.
Nope, there's no... Yeah. And there it is. Unfortunately, too many energies hit the discard pile and just stretched out. Both switch cards hit, so there was no way to retreat. Josh going with the win in round 3.
My God, look at him. He was like, I just cheesed this guy out of a win. Oh, my God.
He goes, I can't believe that you always have to play to your outs, though. You force them to show you the energy.